What up, YouTube? It's your little big bro John again. So, I'm just gonna chill out here for a minute, make this video for you guys, because I used VTO. That's voluntary time off. Yeah, no, I'm not going in for whatever the day is. I think it's Memorial Day. And I know it would have been an extra like $120 or whatever. But that's not really motivating me, you know? I don't care about money like that. Like I've said before, it's like my time is what's valuable. My time. And there's not really a price that could be placed upon that. I just really wish that more people would realize that. Because that's why these companies are getting over. That's why these companies are able to exploit us, because we allow them to pay us peanuts compared to, like, in relation to what we're doing, given what we're trading for money, our time. How valuable is your time? For me, it's priceless. It's a non-renewable resource. Like I've said, it's like you don't get that back. And it's like I'd much rather spend my time, like I said, just making these videos and letting those that feel alone, those that think the same, those that are woke, those that see the truth, I'd rather just use my time to connect with you people. That's valuable to me. That's what I will use my time for. But to go and bust cheeks at a minimum wage job, so I just can't do it. Now, yeah, I'm gonna need to go in eventually. It's like I got paid, not as much as I was looking for, but I got paid, and it's a little bit of a motivator, I would say. A little bit, like a tiny bit of a motivator to push forward and do what I gotta do. But for now, we're off for tonight, we're off for tomorrow night, and I'm not going back in until Saturday, 3:20 a.m. Then I gotta do a double shift. Whew. But like I said, I'm getting out of here. Definitely getting out of here and going overseas, where I believe I could be more relaxed. I can be more free to be me. You know what the problem is? You want to know what the real problem is? Is that we're indoctrinated. Like, young. Very young. That's what the whole school system, I believe, that's what the whole school system's about. Like, we spend all this time, like, getting up. Like, who wants to, as a kid, get up early in the morning, drag themselves to some place that they gotta be at for 6, 7, 8 hours? It's like, come on, bro. And it's like, the way that it's set up is, it's bullshit. It's like, I'm trying to kind of limit my swearing, my profanity here, because it's like, let's be honest. It's like, at the end of the day, we all gotta get paid, and if this YouTube thing really takes off, then I would like to get paid this way. And I gotta follow the whole rules of YouTube in that regard. Maybe it's time that I start a new platform or something, so that way you don't have to censor yourself and you can still get paid. But in all honesty, if I were gonna go for anything, it would just be to abolish the whole system that requires us to use money in the first place to live. It's like, why do we set our society up like this? We are an intelligent species, as I've said, but at the same time, we're ignorant all the same. We have all this technology and knowledge, and instead of using it to help one another and further ourselves along, like truly propel ourselves forward into the future, no, we'd rather use it to run this capitalist machine, rather use it for consumerism. And like I said, it's like when we start off, it's like we're kids and it's like we're indoctrinated, we're trained. School, to me, in my opinion, school is just a training ground for the workforce. And it's like, isn't it funny? It's no coincidence to me. It's no coincidence that it's set up in such a way that you go to school pretty much at the same times that you would be working a 9 to 5. Now, granted, yes, things have changed. People are working 9 to 5s. People are working, graveyard shifts. The point is, I believe that school, it just conditions you. It conditions you. It conditions you to be at a place for the majority of your day, for no real reason at all. A lot of the stuff that we learn in school is, in my opinion, it's kind of worthless, And it's like, why is it that we don't actually begin to get into learning like real things until college? And it's like, I'm not even going to say high school, no. Because it's like I said in my previous video, once we make it to college, it's like when you're deciding on your major, you still have like general education that you have to get out of the way. So you have these general courses that you have to get out of the way, which pretty much are the same courses that you would have taken in high school. Or at least that's how it worked for me. I'm going to admit, I'm a college dropout. Okay. It's like, I've gone back. I actually got into college early, right? I'll give credit to my father there, but it's not without feeling malice, because as he said, I was an investment, right? It was less about what I wanted, more about what he wanted. When you prioritize education over your own child's emotion, it's just, I really, really have an issue with that. And it was just a recipe for disaster. He wasted both of our time. He wasted his time, he wasted my time. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a college dropout, I tried multiple times, actually. It's not like I just went in and said, nah, this isn't for me. I tried going back, and I just couldn't see the value in it. Not for what I want out of life. And it's funny that a lot of you millennials and Gen Z are kind of echoing what I've always thought. It's not necessary. In fact, in some cases, it ends up just being a waste of time. Because a lot of you have gone and obtained degrees that, I'm watching your videos, on YouTube, I'm reading your posts on Reddit, and a lot of you are expressing how upset you are because you feel you've been lied to. And it's like, I absolutely agree with you there. You have been lied to. You've been promised a bunch of bullshit. Even STEM majors are having issues right now. My father would be the first one to say, well, what's your degree? Maybe you got a useless degree. No, it was like you have people with STEM degrees that are having issues too. And it's just funny how we have this whole system set up to pretty much just turn us into mindless slaves. It's like the education system is detrimental to creativity. It's like it's been said before. It's detrimental to creativity. And it's like I really feel that. I do. I feel like you spend all that time, just memorizing a bunch of useless facts, things that you will never use. And it's like, for what? It's like, it could be improved. I'm not saying that we need to abolish education altogether, but it's like improving the way it is now. I mean, like maybe fundamentally changing how we approach education. It needs to happen. It's not going to, but it's something I truly believe it needs to happen. But I mean, the purpose of education in America, in my opinion, isn't for us to acquire knowledge. It's not for us to cultivate creativity. It's not a conducive environment for that. It's purely to pump out workers. That's it. That's all it's about. And if you don't fall in line, well, look where I'm at now. But don't use my whole experience as, maybe I should go to school. No, there's plenty of people that don't adhere to that traditional, system of going to college, getting a degree, and then getting a career. To me, as a career job, it's all the same. It's all the same. You're just going somewhere to make money. Money is the sole reason why you're even doing any of this shit. That's why I make these videos and I tell y'all, just you do what you want to do. If college is what's necessary for you to achieve what you need to achieve, then by all means do it. Maybe you want to be a doctor or an engineer. I don't want to name off a bunch of cliche careers, but it's like some people want to do that, and it's like that's totally fine. Yeah, maybe you need to go and get an education for that. Just realize, what you're going and getting it for. But we're going to talk about doctors and whatnot in another video. But yeah, that's what I say. It's like, don't let anything hold you back, and don't let anybody try to tell you what it is that you want, right? That's why I say, it's fuck it, we ball and we out here.